Captain Confidence reporting for duty. How are you today? When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Not sure who said that, some famous person from the past. So today we are going to talk about reframing, and that's what reframing is, changing the way you look at things. That's right. Why would you do this? Because when anything happens, when any trauma, any traumatic event happens in your life, happens to all of us, especially these days, just take relationships. They go along so great, and you could be madly in love, and next thing you know, bam, it's over. Look, as I speak, there are people. There's a couple getting married on this beach just over there. And I had to reframe this when I started because it was very noisy, and I thought, gee whiz, I've got them there. Does that mean I've just got set up to make this video? Does that mean that I've got to go now? The sun's going to get onto me in a minute and I don't want that. So no, I say, okay, I just change the way I look at things. I give it things a different meaning. I said, okay, there's 50 people over there. They're having the time of their lives. They're happy. I'm going to be just that too. I'm going to be happy and have the time of my life. I'm not in that party. No, I'm not. But I'm going to make the most of it. And I am going to not be self-conscious because there's 50 people over there wondering what this crazy person's doing, talking to himself in the camera. They don't even know I am doing that. Gee whiz, I think I'm recording, yes. But I said, no, they're my fans. I flipped it around. Just flip it around in your head. I said, those 50 people over there, they came here to listen to this wisdom that I'm spitting out over here. And it is wisdom. It did not all come from me. Absolutely not. The idea of reframing did not come from me. But I have, when you learn how to use it, the difference between what happens to you in your life and how you choose to see it will actually just give you the biggest boost in your life. It will free you up to think about options, possibilities, solutions, opportunities, which is where I want to be. And righto, I'm going to start now and just tell you I had another opportunity to reframe through the week. I was going to have a knee replacement. And I was psyched up, I went up to the hospital, got there at 12 o'clock, got all scrubbed up, went through the whole process. Everybody's giving me love, like looking after me, fantastic. And then I just got to lie in bed with a warm blanket. Yes, they gave me a warm blanket to keep me warm and feel good and while I'm waiting. But I waited and waited and waited, and I said, gee whiz, this is taking a long time. 5 o'clock or a bit after, they come down and they say, sorry, your operation has been cancelled. We're not allowed to operate past a certain time and this operation's been cancelled. Now, I was in a bit of shock. I was, how you say, nonplussed. I don't know who came up with that one. I was nonplussed, and but then I thought, well, got my gear, got out of the gowns, put my gear on, and got to go home. Things have changed. But I said to myself now, what am I going to do now? Like this is, I've been a bit shattered about this, but if I'm going, not only that, my surgeon was then going away for 6 weeks. And I've got a lot of faith in my surgeon, so I didn't want anybody else. Anyway, so he said, I'm going away for 6 weeks. So reschedule me for the, I don't know, the 14th of May or something like that. I thought, gosh, another 6.5 weeks. Then I thought, how can I turn this around? How can I turn it into a positive? How can I reframe this? And I thought, of all the positives, there's a reason why. You know, I had a scratch on my leg. Maybe I wouldn't have. Maybe I may have got an infection. So now that's all going to heal up. And not just that, I am going to make sure, even though I was in a good state of mind and pretty well good physically for this operation, then I thought that gives me another 6 weeks. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get back in the swimming pool and I am going to get even stronger. I'm going to build up my strength even more to give myself an even better chance of the best outcome that I want, and that is, bam, the best knee replacement in the history of the world. So that's just one reframe that I did. And unless you know about it, you can't. Some people may do it automatically, but the average person, or most people, don't know about reframing. So just imagine how your life will change when you start to reframe things. And what is reframing? Well, as I said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, and that is reframing. What you do is you take an event or a situation that you find yourself in, and you look at it from a different perspective. You look at it from a different position. You can even look at it from another person's perspective. Third person position is where you can look at it from. And what you do is you change the perspective. You look at it from a different perspective, that changes the perspective. And that gives you a different meaning. You change the meaning. And how do you do that? Well, just take, for instance, say it's a relationship breakup, and oh, you're so madly in love, this person is everything to you, and you didn't see it coming, and you, bam, got the bad news. Sorry Sonia, I've got a new girl, I'm moving on. Or, oh, really regret it, Rob, but you're just not measuring up anymore, mate. Got to move on, found someone better. I wasn't getting enough love and attention or connection or significance. I just didn't really know. Lost my faith in you. And how do you feel now? Wow, that takes some doing. So what you do is you take that event and you put it in a frame, right? Like as in a picture frame. And that is the event, and that is what happened. Now, this reframing is not going to make that event magically come back to life and flip on us. No, it's not. That whatever happened, that is your reality. That is what happened. We cannot change the past. We can change what happens right now, in this moment. And so how can I do this? You change that, you give it a different perspective. You give it a different meaning, and that changes the perspective, changes the meaning. You put that in a new frame, a different frame. And from there, you can say, well, how is that going to help me? You say to yourself, how can I turn this around? How can I make this the best opportunity of my life? How can I make this even better? Say in that relationship, well, it died and you weren't aware, you didn't know. You didn't know what was going on. Now you do. So you can say, well, she's gone off, he's gone off, found somebody new. They're going to have a new life together. Hey, I can do that too. Yes. I can work on my product. I can polish my product. I can learn from that last relationship. And I can have a look at myself and see where I wasn't measuring up. Where I didn't come through, why it fell over, and what can I do about it. Don't stick in the why of it, but you've obviously got to go through that. But you just change the way you look at it. And you think, yeah, I can find someone now who really does love me, who is out there, who is lonely, and who is looking for someone just like me. Ooh, yeah. And this body I got, well, yeah, sure. I can see my health was going down. Maybe I'll go and buy a gym membership. Get into a running club, swimming club, talking club, whatever it is for you. Whatever it is for you, whatever you like to do. Yeah, do something that you love and make it your big thing. And while you're doing that, as I said, that event, it's happened. We can't change the past. That is our reality. But we can look up to the future. We can make it the best. We can make the best out of it. Look at people who go through total disasters. I've seen a guy on YouTube, and his name will come to me, but he's got like his legs. He's only got butts to stand on, no arms, no legs, just a butt. He's just a torso. And he said to himself, "What, you know, I don't know how long it took him to get to this place, but now," he said, "I haven't got arms and legs, but I have eyes and I have a mouth." So he's become one of the most inspirational speakers in the history of the world. He gets up there, falls over, gives a demonstration. You know, what are you going to do when you fall over? And he gives a demonstration of falling over. Now, he hasn't got any legs or arms, but he rocks his body. He rocks his body back and forth, and he springs back up onto his stumps. And that's what we do. That's what we need to do. Get ourselves in that position. And how lucky are we? Well, I'll speak for myself. I've got arms, I've got legs, I've got eyes and a mouth. So what is the potential for us now that we have been granted this opportunity? And you can turn that opportunity, that big trauma of your life, you can turn that into the best thing that ever happened to you, because it made you step up, it made you go through the pain, it made you realise that you had to flip the switch in your brain, and so you could go out and reach your full potential and love your life. So remember, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Reframe it, baby, reframe it. Oh, I love the way you reframe things. Fantastic. You have a beautiful day.